Hi, thanks for watching. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can increase your website's ranking in search results so that it generates all the leads your business needs. Now, I'll show you the search volume that the top sites are getting, along with the amount of new leads that would be coming directly to your business. Organically getting your page ranked using proper SEO techniques has always been the best long-term investment with the best returns for your business. Now, running ads or being Google guaranteed is a great method that we utilize to get immediate leads in the short term or in an emerging market you're trying to branch into, but always used in conjunction with SEO. Compared to the amount of search volume you get to your site, the cost per click or per call would be much more expensive. But probably the most beneficial part is that you're building equity in your brand that's always going to remain. When you've reached your ad spend budget, your listing disappears and your entire web presence along with it. But your website, though it may drop down in rank a bit if you're not active with it, will still be there to generate leads. So to highlight what you need to do in order to achieve this, I've taken your website and then the top listing for a search for electrician in Phoenix, and I put them all into this tool that I use, and it shows me the information that Google finds when it crawls your site that it uses to determine its position in search results, and then rates its strength and trust on a scale of 1 to 100. So you can see just briefly looking at some of these numbers why this website is ranking above yours and on the first page. But let me go in a little bit further detail on what these mean and then how you can improve them. So when Google is determining in what order to rank websites for search results, it uses two different factors. The first is what's called the authority or trust that it has in your site, which basically boils down to a popularity contest. Now, this authority is gained when other domains or websites refer back to yours by creating a link, and that acts as an endorsement that Google uses to build trust because others are vouching for you. So to give you a quick example, if say the local news station did an article on their website for the top 10 best electricians in the Arizona or the Phoenix area, and in that article, the reader could click on a link and it would bring them to your website, that would be considered one backlink from one referring domain. Now, there are a lot of different types of websites that can link back to yours and create these backlinks: blogs, editorials, guest posts. One strong and very important type, however, is what's called a citation. Now, a citation is any time that your name, address, and phone number appear in an online directory. Those include Yelp, Yellow Pages, Super Pages, Better Business Bureau, things like that. These directories are usually always free. It just takes some time to find them, register your business, and then input the information exactly as it's shown in Google. Now you can see based on the number of domains or websites that have created links to this competitor, why Google is sending more trust and has more authority on their website and therefore lists it first. But there's just something to note here is it's not just about the sheer number or quantity of these links. It also has a lot to do with the quality. So certain websites are more spammy and not trustworthy, especially ones outside the United States. So we need to find websites that are highly authoritative, but also relative to your service industry. So anything to do with plumbing, HVAC, electrician, home repair, or something in that construction field. So that way it transfers that trust and authority through the link back to your site. Now, the second factor for ranking your page is the content on the page itself. So if we take a look in here, these are all the keywords and phrases that are being typed into Google search that are being found on your page. And this is the volume, the number of times per month they're being searched. So this is where some research gets done just to find all the highest volume keywords relative to the services that you offer and the locations that you service, and making sure that those are being included on your page and then properly ranked by Google. So for instance, AC repair in Phoenix, Arizona, that's being searched 250 times a month. Right now you're in the 16th position, which is going to put you middle of the second page. If you were on the first page, 250 people a month will be seeing your website. Now we're very conservative, and Google Analytics estimates about 10% of total search volume converts into a lead. So that's a potential of 25 new leads, whether they're calling you or doing a form submit through the website. Now, obviously, depending on your conversion rate of how many people actually turn into customers, and then granted the amount of the profit margin per job varies greatly, but you can see just how the sheer volume of leads coming in every month can definitely add to some revenue at the end of the year. And that's just for one keyword phrase. So then we repeat that same process for all the highest volume keywords. That way you're getting all that traffic and all those leads coming in. Now, there is a formula that Google uses to find these keywords on the site. So if we take a look at your page here, I think the layout is looking really great. We've got all the information right at the top that anybody could want to get from these drop downs. You got, obviously, it seems like it's mobile optimized, so it's all click to call. I got a real kick out of this picture. I mean, I always recommend having a personalized photo, not just a file photo. And I think it's great that you guys have like the pigeons there and over down here as well. I did notice that, I don't know if this is just missing a plugin or if maybe it was newly added, but we're showing zeros in here. However, the issue really for Google is the amount of content on the page. So it doesn't really care about the layout. It's not going to laugh at the pictures, unfortunately. It's just going to come in and it's going to count all the words and text on the page. Now, it's generally looking for about a minimum of 1,500 words on a home page because it assumes that the more information you have on here, the more of an expert you are, and then the more likely it is to recommend you in search results. Now, while it's counting all the words, it's also searching for those keywords. So any of those services that you offer and areas you want to be found for. However, this is where the number of words on the page really comes into play because you're only allowed to have one of those keywords for every 150 words of text on the page. So the more services or locations or keywords in general you want to be found for means that the more content that has to be added. And then additionally, if you want to be ranking and found for a specific keyword, say like security services, the 150 words of content that support that keyword have to be relative in talking about and describing that individual keyword. So, for instance, if you wanted to talk about, we go to one of your service pages, residential AC repair, this might be a long chain keyword, but like a header like this, if this was a specific keyword, then you would need to have 150 words of content specifically talking about and describing this particular keyword in order for it to qualify. So we go back to the search results. What is going to show up first are any kind of ads or being Google guaranteed, like you are. Underneath that will always show up the map pack, which is another fairly important area to try to get into because a lot of traffic comes to these top 3 sites since they're also at the top of the page. To be listed at the top 3 in here, you just need to set up and optimize your Google Business profile, which is part of your Maps app, so it can be done right from a smartphone. You want to fill out as much information in here as you possibly can. So all your services, your location, hours of operation, your business description, you're allowed 750 characters. You want to completely fill that out and add some keywords in there as well. Then you really want to add photos that are geolocated and tagged from within your service area, as well as posting onto the profile on a regular basis, because Google really rewards activity on this profile. Then collect as many reviews and then get as many of those citations, your name, address, and phone number. You want to appear in more directories than anybody else on this list. So then underneath that, this is what we call the organic search results. This is where getting more of those links or referrals from other websites is going to help you climb and outrank the competition. But this is based on the trust that Google has in your site built from those specific links and domains that are linking back to you. And then once your site is ranked at the top, you'll be getting all that search volume and all those leads coming directly to your business, regardless of how many clicks to the site. So I hope this information was helpful and it shows you how you can scale some of your online presence to complement what you're already doing, or possibly even take away from or take over the guaranteed part of it so you can decrease some of your ad spend budget. But please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you'd like to go in any further details. We could talk about some of your goals for the business, whether it's specific services or specific areas, because SEO can be very targeted. And then we can do some research to find out exactly what it would take to reach that for you. And we always appreciate at least getting some feedback as well, just to find out if information like this was useful for you. So please let me know what you thought. I appreciate your time and look forward to speaking with you.